Good evening and welcome to a 20-minute stretch class. All you'll need to be prepared for today's class is a belt or a strap of some sort, a comfortable mat to sit or stand on, and if you are interested in having music playing, go right ahead. But we're going to go ahead and start standing. So check in with your feet and make sure that all 10 toes are pushing through the floor. And then inhale your hands up and over your head. Good. We'll take a big deep exhale and slide your fingertips to your toes. Inhale, come on up. Halfway, nice flat back. And then exhale and hang and lower down. So we're just going to take a moment or two here to hang and let the crown of your head reach towards the floor. Let your shoulders settle down towards the floor. And just let the muscles from the day gently open on the back sides of your legs. Good. Inhale, come on up halfway. And then exhale, fold forward. And as you fold forward, just a quick reminder, it does not matter if your hands touch the ground. We're just folding forward. Maybe things that you can notice is your hands resting on your knees or on your shins. However close your hands are to the floor is not important. Good. And again, inhale all the way up to stand. Good. Reaching your fingertips up and over your head. And then let's exhale our hands down and clasp your hands behind your back. This would be a moment where you might want to grab a strap or a tie or a belt, something to help you bring your hands closer together. Take your hands holding onto the strap or holding onto your hands themselves and just reach your arms down your back. This is just an opportunity to open up your chest muscles and rolling your shoulders open and away from your ears. Good, and then we're just going to gently fold forward again. And if you can, lift those arms up off your low back. Exhale, lower your hands down. Inhale, bring your head back up. Good, and again, really reach those fingertips down as far away from the shoulders as you can, pulling that strap down with you, and gently tug away so your fists are pulling away from one another gently, helping yourself to open up that space between your shoulders and your ears and between your neck and your shoulders. Good, and then exhale again and gently lift those arms up toward the ceiling. Exhale, lower your hands back down to your hips. Inhale, bring yourself back up to stand. Good. We're going to continue to have that strap in our hands. Take it up and over your head, and we're going to reach those arms apart, holding onto this strap. Good. And let's go ahead and take your feet apart and have your feet nice and wide, and you're going to tip over towards the right side. So you're getting a great big side body stretch through the left side body. Inhale back to the middle, and then tip over to the left side. Great big side body stretch through the right side. Inhale, back towards the middle. Good. So we're going to bring our hands closer together, still holding onto that strap. Only this time, reach that strap out in front of you, fists out in front of you. Pull gently on that strap, just like we did behind our backs. And now we're going to push our fists away and round your upper back, tuck your hips under, sort of like a cat-cow position, really reaching as far away from you as you can, looking to stretch this upper back area. Good. Inhale, stand up and take those arms up and over your head again. Slide your hands on your strap again and tip over towards the right side. So I'm looking for ways right now to stretch through your rib cage, stretch through the muscles on your side body. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale to the left. Oh, great big stretch through the right side body. Inhale back to the middle. Good. Exhale, hands down. Good. Again, we're going to reach those fists out in front of us. Push those fists away from you. Pull your chest back towards the wall behind you as you push your fists away and really round your upper back. Good. Pull your tailbone towards your strap, curling your low back up and in. And then inhale, push through your feet, bring your hands all the way up to stand, and then exhale those hands down. Good. All right, so we have a general warm-up of our arms, general warm-up of our upper body. Let's start to move downward a little bit. I'm going to drop the strap, but we may need it in a moment, so don't let it go too far. I'm just going to have you, with your hands on your hips, gently kick towards your butt. Just this gentle warm-up of opening up the front sides of your legs. You may feel like you're activating the back sides of your legs, which you are indeed. Just pulling those heels towards your glutes, keeping your abs active to help support. So a few kicks more. 2, last one, 3. Nice. And now we're just going to lift those knees up and forward. 1. We're going to do about 6 of these. So again, here we're working on some mobility in through our hips so that we're ready to get into those hips and stretch. 2 more on each side. Last one. Good. So now we're going to take our feet nice and wide. Take your arms nice and wide. Reach those fingertips as far away from you as you can. Draw your belly button in towards your spine behind you. Take your right hand and take it down towards your left foot. Inhale, bring yourself back up to stand. Exhale, hinge down at your hips and bring your left hand towards your right foot. So I'm saying towards your foot, but it might be touching your knee or your thigh. Everybody's flexibility is different, so just stop where the stretch feels good. And it might feel a little challenging, but I don't want it to feel bad or painful. Inhale, back to the middle. Exhale, back down. Good. So we're stretching, lengthening, a little bit of warming, a little mobility, and then we're going to slowly make our way down towards the floor, down towards rest, so that we can move into our evenings, into our restful stage of the day. Good. And stop here. Exhale your hands down, and let's make our way down to the floor. So it's possible that you may want a pillow to sit on, especially if you have tight hamstrings or tight hips and it's hard to bring yourself into a seated position. It's totally fine to grab something to take your hips up a little bit higher. So let's sit with our feet out in front of us and work towards an upright position. So if it's helpful, you can gently push those thighs through the floor. Imagine that the back sides of your legs are flat along the floor, and gently draw your toes towards your shins. Good. Crown of your head reaches towards the ceiling. Shoulders roll down your back. Abs are nice and tight. Good. Inhale those hands up. This work just might be enough just by sitting with your toes active and your legs straight. This might be enough of a hamstring stretch for you right here. So it's okay, just stay right here. If you feel like you want a little more of a stretch, reach those fingertips towards your toes, or reach them towards your knees or your shins. We're getting a nice gentle stretch through our back body and through our hamstrings on the back side. When you're ready, exhale, bring yourself back up to stand or seated position, straight spine. Inhale, hands come out and up and over your head. And then exhale, bringing your ribs towards your thighs. Let your hands reach toward your knees, your shins, your toes, whatever makes sense for your hamstrings. Good. And then inhale up. Reach those fingertips up and over your head. And then this time, take this right hand and tuck it behind your head. We're going to use the left hand and hold your
your elbow. So we're giving ourselves a nice gentle tricep stretch. Good. Keeping those legs out in front of us, continuing that stretch through our hamstrings, through our calves by pulling our toes towards our shins. Inhale, reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, take that left hand down, grab that left elbow, and gently take your fingertips down your back. Good. So a nice gentle stretch through your triceps. Good. And then let's reach both fingertips up towards the ceiling. Good. Take them out nice and wide. Then we're going to cross this right arm up to your left shoulder. Take your left hand and take it to your right elbow. And then pull that right elbow so your hand's pushing behind your back. This is still a stretch, but now it's a little bit more through your deltoids, through your shoulders. Good. Belly button is active and strong as it helps to keep you seated. And your toes are drawing towards your shins. You're still lengthening your hamstrings. Good. Release that right arm. Do the same thing. So the left hand goes towards the left shoulder. Right hand grabs the left elbow and slides it behind you. So rear deltoid here. Nice stretch. Maybe you even help that stretch to make you twist a little bit. Sense that twist through your rib cage. And then bring that back in front of you. Good. So now we're going to give your legs a little bit of a break. If you're feeling like you're more comfortable with your ankles crossed, you can switch to an ankles crossed position. If even an ankles crossed position is uncomfortable for you, you can always use things like a blanket to cross it and place it underneath your knees. Particularly for people with those tight hips, and it just gives your knees some feedback so that they can rest. So you don't have to feel like you're holding your knees. So use a blanket or whatever props that you need to help support your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Abs are engaged and strengthened. Good. So we're reaching our arms out in front of us, and I'm going to take my right arm underneath my left arm. So I'm crossing my arms. And then I'm going to try to bring my hands together in front of my face. So the idea would be to try to get them as close together as you can. Sometimes this is very challenging for people, and it's okay if you just hold thumb or whatever. We're just trying to get the nice crisscross so you can feel the stretch through the back sides of your shoulders. Good. So stay seated in that cross-legged position. Keep those elbows crossed, abs are active. Reach those fingertips up towards the ceiling. Great big stretch through your upper back. Good. Release, unwind, and let's place the other elbow on top, the other elbow on the bottom. So now I have my left arm underneath, my right hand on top. Reach those fingertips, up and over your head. Exhale, draw your belly button towards your spine. Great big stretch through your upper back. Good, and then release. Nice. We're still sitting in that nice cross-legged position. And we have these nice stretched out shoulders. We've sensed our upper back. And let's gently roll your shoulders down your back. Open your heart center. And make some space to bring your chin towards your chest. Lengthening the back of your neck, letting your chin rest. Inhale and exhale, breathe deeply, helping yourself to relax into this position. And when you're ready, inhale and bring your chin back to parallel with the floor. Keeping your chin parallel to the floor, turn your head to the left side. Good. Imagine with your eyes that you can gaze behind your back. And then inhale back to the middle. Now we're going to exhale and look over our right side. Let your eyes continue to travel behind you, opening up the space between your ear and your shoulder. And then inhale back to the middle. Good. All right. Now I'm going to let us go all the way down to a reclining position. We're going to grab our straps again. So lower yourselves all the way back to the floor. grab your strap and place it over your left foot. Good. Right now I have I said my left foot, your right foot. Have your left foot flat to the floor. So right foot has the strap. Left foot is flat to the floor, and then I'm going to slide that left foot away. Pull my toes towards my shins on my left foot, then pull my toes towards my shin on my right foot, and I will immediately start to sense a stretch in the backside of my leg. Good. So as we are sensing what our body feels like with this stretch, with this strap, I want you to sense your heel and the stretch going all the way down to your knee, and then the stretch going all the way down to this joint here where your hip is being held in that in your pelvis. So sense that comfort of the head of your femur, that big heavy bone settling into that socket. Good. Now with care, it doesn't need to go out too far. Just take that foot out to the right side. And then exhale, bring that foot back to the middle. Good. Inhale, take it out to the right side. And then exhale, bring it back to the middle. Pull that knee in, give it a nice gentle squeeze, a nice gentle hug. Good. And then switch your feet. Place your left foot into the strap. Push that left foot toward the ceiling. Sense again your heel pushing down towards your knee pushing down in towards your hip socket. You feel that hip socket solidly nestled in your hip, in your pelvis. Good. Once you feel that nice settled connection, take that foot out to the left side. It doesn't need to go very far to feel a stretch. Even if you're the most gymnastic-y person in the world and your legs are like rubber bands, try not to keep it out too far because we want that sense of your femur settled into your hip socket. If you need more of a stretch, extend your heel away, pull your toes towards your shins, and then exhale, bring that knee back to the middle. Let's do the same thing again. Inhale, take that foot out to the left side, pull your toes towards your shins. Both legs are active. Right leg is strong and stable. Good. And then inhale that foot back to the middle. Give that knee a nice gentle hug. Awesome. Take that strap off. Let's place the soles of our feet together. Let our knees go nice and wide. And again, we're going to take a few moments here. If it's comfortable for you to put some pillows here, go ahead and do that so that you can get the feedback from the floor that you're resting. You don't need to hold. There should be no tension in your groin. Find ways to support your legs so that you can just let this gentle lengthening happen. Good. Arms open. And then we're going to bring our palms together. Tuck our right arm underneath our left arm. Bring our palms together. We're going to do that stretch one more time. This time, reach your fingertips over your head. Good. And then pull those elbows down. Unravel. Place your left arm under your right arm. Palms together. Reach your fingertips over your head. Good. And then unravel. Then let your arms settle out to the side. Let the fullness of your breath help you rest more deeply into the floor. Extend one foot at a time as far away from you as you can, turning your toes out. And just breathe. Take time here now, after you've taken some time to stretch the fronts of your legs, the backs of your legs, the fronts of your arms, the backs of your arms, your neck, your shoulders, your side body. And just slowly settle the fullness of your body into the floor. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. And as you feel ready to transition back towards a seated position, carefully tip from one side or the other and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining me.